how important are the fans and communities to you, and how much did their opinion matter in the development process?
So yeah, our fans and community are extremely important to Blizzard. That's largely what we're built on, is listening to and involving our fans. That we always have betas for all of our games, so we get the opportunity to see how people are playing, what they're saying about it. With Starcraft II, we definitely listened, a lot to what we heard both from the fan community, what we were seeing from the esport and professional gaming communities as well. In gameplay, we were running builds, or anytime we had a BlizzCon or something and we were a couple of years away from finalizing, we still were getting a build out there, having them play, and then taking notes and listening to what they're saying as a result of play. As far as the most recent impact has really been the beta around balance too. So not only just at the highest level, but what we were seeing in each of the communities. So in the U.S., in Europe, and in Korea, in playing at not just the professional level, but in all the levels. And then we made balanced decisions based on that. And then, as you can see, we definitely listen. As people have given us feedback, we will make changes to the game and even things that Blizzard does in general. So,
considering that you are, at least in my part, considered being awesome at doing trailers, will there be any chance at all of seeing a StarCraft movie?
We haven't really talked about that yet. We are working on, as you guys probably have heard, that there is a Warcraft movie in the works. We're still, making slow but sure progress on that. We haven't really talked about whether there will or won't be. We don't. It's certainly possible. I love it too. The piece that came out is really just clipped together parts from the campaign, and I'm really excited to have people see the entirety of it as they play through, because I think the experiences are best yet of gameplay getting rewarded with moments that are story based, along with getting to explore more about what you just saw by talking to different characters in there. I think it's our best comprehensive moments. So there's a lot to offer in the game. It's almost an hour worth of footage overall, so we're almost approaching movie levels right there. But there are no explicit plans right now to release a movie or create a movie right now in the StarCraft universe. Hopefully, I'd love it. Hopefully we'll hear something about that in the future, but there's not anything planned.
Will we ever be able to find out who the Selnaga are?
You'll definitely have some more information play out across the campaigns. There's without revealing anything, definitely play. I encourage you to play there. There's more will come also in the future expansions, but there's some things that come out in Wings of Liberty as well.
Right, it's a long question. StarCraft is a very big thing throughout the esports scene. What do you think about the tournaments in StarCraft II, even though the game hasn't actually been released yet?
What do I think about the tournaments? How do I think it will fare in esport then, kind of? Is that what you're asking? Well, I think it's built to really be a great competitive multiplayer game. I mean, it was built on a lot of the fundamentals that were established in the original game. As I said a little earlier, we're definitely talking to the esport community to hear their thoughts on balance. We've put different controls in there, like the leaderboard functionality, so that in esport, at a shoutcast event or whatever, you can show to players what's going on, like what units are being researched without actually having to go to the base and actually click on them. You can just have a leaderboard up to show that to players. I think it's set up to be great. There's still some more things we want to add. Additional tournament support to make the experience as good as possible. One example of that is, as part of our tournament support, we want to add like the Pro League ladder, so that those players are called out as being, these are the top 100 players or whatever in each region, so you can clearly see who they are, rather than as we have today with Diamond and Platinum and all that you've seen on the ladders during the beta. Those just, there's lots of different divisions. This would just literally be top players in the world, and there's other things we're talking about too. But ultimately, I think it's set up to do well, to compete with games like StarCraft and Warcraft 3, as far as being set up to be a competitive played game. So hopefully it'll do well with that. We'll see.
Are there any plans for downloadable content for Starcraft II?
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll definitely be supporting it. We're releasing our most powerful editor yet. During the beta, we saw all sorts of fan-created downloadable content. We already have some things in the works right now for Starcraft II that should be coming out over time after the product's released. So we have some multiplayer maps in the works, and then probably at BlizzCon this year we'll talk some more about some of the things we have coming as well. But largely, yeah, these will be things that we'll just give out to the community so they can play. The thing is, my biggest fear with all that is I think the community is already doing things that are just awesome, that are only going to get better with the Starcraft II engine, and so we'll be hard-pressed to release our own downloadable content for people to play and use that isn't already being created by the community, I think. So.
And talking about plans, is there any plans to actually finalize the StarCraft Ghost?
No, Ghost at this point is on indefinite hiatus as far as no specific plans have been made to continue that or put something out. But who knows? Nova still was talked about, and who knows where she may show up.
And of course, we all want to know, what is your favorite race of StarCraft?
My favorite race is the Terrans. For me, I think it's just, I feel like they're the most accessible, and for me, they're the easiest to track. They play more similar to some of, the standards like humans in Warcraft 3, or just original Terran in Starcraft. And so the concepts of the race are easier, I think, then followed by Protoss. And Zerg for me they're zany, they're crazy. There's a lot of things to track. Just larva management alone I'm just suck at them, honestly. And so for me, it's Terran.
That's all for us, and thank you very much.
Are you guys gonna be at the launch tonight?
I won't, but
I would.
these two guys
cool.
will.
Well, we'll see you there then. Stop by for sure if you see me walking around. So you can say hi.
Thank you
Cool.
a lot.